Realism and liberalism. After a long period in which nations experienced periods of hard conflict to establish peace made the countries begin to take into account the needs of all. This is how, from the 18th and 19th centuries, philosophers emerged who would dedicate the study to the establishment of the bases that would surround aims for justice, order, and peace of the peoples. The destruction that led the First World War made the creation and establishment ties between nations completely necessary. The idea of war was horrible by itself, for which a new generation of scholars came to share with all the thought that sailors were those who suffered the most damage, clarifying that no citizens will be interested in war because they are inherently good. The above part of realism whose forms of action were aimed at the non-establishment of wars, as respect to all nations and institutions that allow stability, thus promoting the creation of international organizations capable of leading to peace. Certainly, the idea was not very well accepted. At the beginning of the century, it was highly narrated due to the support of the anti-war sentiment of Europe and the United States. However, at the end of the thirties, with the creation of the liberal nations, this was declining. Italy lost strength thanks to the birth of various institutions that sought to resolve differences between the states. Historical facts made the idea expressly positive, turning to the somewhat pessimistic focus, the way the personal commandment of conflict worked within a nationalist sentiment that allowed them to get far enough from a middle point, with conflict and about new conflicts if there will be no resolution. Liberalism arises from the doctrine found theories aimed at the coordination of the nations, neither social and economic. Since the seventeenth, an important number of theories about liberalism have been apparent, among which stand out the theory of interdependence, transnationalism, liberal internationalism, liberal peace theory, liberal neo-institutionalism, and world society approach. Starting in the seventeenth, we saw the emergence of theories focused on international relations and globally developed society. They are known as pluralist liberals. They believe that power institutions and their influence in the world will be dominated by new actors. By 1980, cooperation in the pursuit of new interests was a prominent theory of the world politics. The entry of the terms now involve such a multicultural and globalization beginning to notice the importance of interacting with outside data from alignment taxing. In this part, I will explain some essential parts to give an introduction to the corresponding topics. This topic is realism versus liberalism. Realism is a paradigm based on the premise that world politics is essentially an interrogable struggle among self-interest states for power and position under anarchy, which combating states pursuing its own national interests. Liberalism is a theoretical perspective emphasizing independence between states and state sectors and key characteristic of financial system that can lead for more orderly, just and cooperative world. On the other hand, liberalism can be as a current perspective or a scholar of thought. The justification present is that, despite there being a marked difference in the liberal versions, there is, nevertheless, a constant and predominant idea of the liberal principles and basic assumptions that have to be developed. In order to better understand what has been said, it is important to capture visions. In liberalism, it is important not to lose sight of the fact that the term liberal has been applied to the political beliefs of a wide variety of people. A variety of ideas and thoughts have voiced the concept over time. Meanwhile, the liberals have a vision about the economic organization of society. For example, here we can detect a division in liberal thinking among politicians about the right that they believe that individual freedom shall extend in the economic sphere. That is, people should be free to buy and sell their labor and skills, as well as of goods and services in free market that is subject to minimum regulation. In economic issues, we find the liberalism seeks the last control of the possible markets. The state is an entity that will observe without interfering with the economic disproportion. Although is also recognized that under the principles of political freedom and equality, there may be threats to the concentration of economic power and wealth.